If goals worked after 50, you'd already feel strong, calm, and confident in your body. But many women don't. Not because they're not trying, but because effort without the right habits never creates momentum. Goals can feel like pressure after 50. Habits feel more personal. They shape how you live day to day. And how you live is what matters most after 50. Hey, I'm Wendy. I help women over 50 rebuild strength, vitality, and confidence from the inside out in a way that fits their real life. And today I want to share a simple shift that may change how you approach fitness and health from this time forward. We stop chasing goals and we start building milestone habits. Why goals feel hard after 50? Goals sound motivating at first, but after 50 they often feel like pressure. At least that's how they felt for me. Deadlines, rules, another place to fall short. In my experience, this is what I see many women doing. They live in the shoulds. I know what I should do, but I just can't stick to it. That's not a commitment issue. It's a design problem. Most plans were never created for your nervous system, your hormones, or your energy today. They were built for a different body in a different season of life. The question that changes everything. So we changed the question. Not what's the perfect plan, but what works for me? That one question removes shame and it replaces it with curiosity. And curiosity is powerful because when you stop judging yourself and start experimenting, you finally permit yourself to learn. So what's a milestone habit? Milestone habit is not about hitting the finish line. It's about staying engaged, especially during the quiet middle when progress feels slow. That's where most people quit. Milestone habits keep you moving forward there. Instead of asking, why am I not there yet? You ask, did I show up today? That question builds confidence, trust, and momentum. And those are the things that actually change a life. So using experiments to find your milestone habits. Think of the next 30 days as a personal experiment, not a challenge, an experiment. Not punishment, not drama, just information. Because what works for you today may not work in the next 2 to 5 years. And what works in winter may not work in summer. So we test, we adjust, we win. This is how habits stop feeling like pressure and start feeling like alignment. So why walking comes first? Walking is the foundation. It's simple. You can do it almost anywhere. And most of us have been walking our entire life. And that matters because it means you don't have to learn something new. You don't have to master a technique and you don't have to get fit first. Walking means you're exactly where you are. It lowers stress, gently wakes up the body, and creates a rhythm you can return to day after day. And when a habit feels familiar and safe, it's much easier to keep. That's why walking comes first. And that's how I began walking in 2017. I committed to a simple 30-day walking experiment. It felt doable, it felt supportive, it felt encouraging. Walking lowered my stress, it cleared my head, and it helped me reconnect with my body. And over time, it changed everything. Not because I forced it, but because I stayed consistent and let it fit into my life. And 10 minutes counts, 5 minutes counts, because consistency builds trust. And trust is how milestone habits are formed. So the 7 milestone habits, these aren't rules, these are anchors. You can accept them or you can reject them. But in my experience, when even one of these locks in, life starts to feel easier. Daily walking, strength training, protein first eating, hydration, sleep rhythm, nervous system calming, and weekly reflection. Each one supports the other, and walking is the doorway. How to know if a habit's right for you? So here's the thing. The best habit is the one you actually repeat. So use these 3 simple features. First, is it easy enough on the hard day? If it only works when you feel motivated, it's not yours. Second, does it make you feel better within 24 hours? More calm, more clarity, more steady energy. Third, does it fit your real life? Not your fantasy schedule, your real mornings, your real responsibilities. If it fits those 3 things, it has the potential to become a milestone habit. So the 7-day calibration process, this is how you begin. You choose one habit only. Why? Because women over 50 don't need more pressure. They must have a win they can trust. So day 1, choose your habit clearly. Day 2, do it small. Day 3, notice how your energy and mood respond. Day 4, adjust the time of day if needed. Day 5, make the habit easier, not bigger. Day 6, repeat with confidence. Day 7, decide. Keep it, tweak it, or replace it. When your first habit fits, you continue that practice until it becomes one of your milestone habits. You may need to experiment a little to discover what that first movement habit is for you. Starting with walking keeps it simple, and from there you can decide what comes next if walking is not right for you at this time. This is calibration. This is how habits become a part of your life. So you don't need a new life. You need one direction you can trust. If you're ready to begin, start with walking. I've created a free walking guide to help you reconnect with your body and begin calmly and confidently. The link is below in the notes. And before you go, I'll ask you this. If you could lock in one milestone habit that would make everything easier, what would that be? And what's the smallest version you could start with today? Could you please write your comment below? I'm interested and I read all the comments. Please subscribe to our channel. I'm Wendy, wendybottrell.com.